I blame solar flares.
That's such a UX fail, isn't it?
Yeah.
That
It's a massive UX
to do
fail.
something so drastic as the default, press anything if you just happen to be
Yep.
because
Like why would return default to end stream?
Yeah,
especially
without any confirmation. Do
yeah.
you want to end the
Are you
Yeah.
sure
stream?
you want to end the stream? Because
Yeah.
you can't just get it back.
No.
Ah. Anyway, apologies everybody.
Mm.
Um, hopefully you can pick the stream up again by going back to the channel. We're on an 8B stream. But yeah, all I wanted to do was to. I think because I was looking at my streaming software, I was actually looking at the WinFrotz screen with a game in it in my streaming software, and had never tabbed over to the software itself. But I am now. I do now have focus on there. So when I press return now, yeah, I'm actually in the game. So yeah, a bucket which is filled with water, a scrap of newsprint, a cigarette case, a ransom note, and a trade card. On the mousetrap, you see a cheese morsel. A couple of other things that I wanted to point out before we go and ask Harry some stuff. So we found the ransom note, and we found the print, newsprint, in the clowns trailer in the ashtray. If I get both of those things, we can compare them. So if you look at the print, it's about an inch square. If we read it, there's a paragraph of Yak Trivia on one side and the letter M in 48 point type on the other. And of course we can read the note. And it says this: the kid is safe and sound for now. Don't leave town without her. Stay tuned for details. We can compare print with note. And it says the M on the scrap of newsprint looks like it was cut from the same newspaper as the letters on the ransom note. So that's, I mean, we could have surmised that, I guess, but
Where did we find the M again?
It
where
was
did
in
we
the
what?
ashtray
So that
in the
was in the
clowns.
in the clowns. So maybe one of them did. Yeah.
Yes. So we can maybe guess that one of the clowns, potentially the clown that we were pretending to be, whose mask we were using. So that's one thing. The other thing I noticed is that it says, stay tuned for details. And I thought, well, does that mean we're supposed to tune into a radio station to get more information about what to do? Is that a clue, the stay tuned for details? I also counted all of the capital letters and the lowercase letters, but it doesn't really give us anything that we could tune the radio to. And it doesn't say anything. Like when you just put all of the capital letters together, no words emerge, right? Like you'd think maybe, the names of numbers would be hidden in it somewhere, and that would give you a channel to tune the radio into. But I couldn't find anything like that. So if any of you wants to have a go at solving that, or trying to see whether there's a secret in that message, absolutely be my guest. In the meantime, let's drop print and note and get the case. I'm going to get the ribbon as well, because I don't know anything about the ribbon. And we need the ticket. Yes, we have the ticket. What else? Actually, I'm going to get the note. I'm just thinking of things that I can ask Harry that I haven't done so yet. Yeah. Card. Okay, let's try this. We'll go west and then southwest to the backyard. To the south is a vertical cage. Oh, looking cage. You can see the silhouette of a man sitting quietly in the semi-darkness. So this is Harry, and we can ask Harry about Munrab, for example. He suddenly blurts out, "Well, I can tell you this is one circus that's headed for the barn. It's that doggone Mr. Munrab and his vainglorious dreams. They're not panning out for him, and the more he puts the squeeze on all of us, the more dangerous this lot becomes." We can ask about Chelsea. And he says, "But you already asked me about her, right?" Now, I tested this. I started a new game and went straight to Harry, and he says the same thing. So we can reply no. And he says, of course you did now, didn't you?" And we say no again. And he says, "Did so?" And we say no. "Did so? No. Did so? No. Did so? No. Did so? Yes. Did not. Well, I guess I didn't answer that question before. All I can say is that I haven't seen the kid all evening. So
So
we could...
somebody else was talking to Harry about Chelsea then.
No, I don't. Maybe, possibly. I don't think it's important. I just think it's a joke. I think we get him in a childish, did so, didn't, did so, didn't, did so, didn't, did so kind of like we reverse the sequence, and he falls for it, and then acknowledges that we hadn't asked him before. I don't think it's important. I just think it's supposed to be a kind of an amusing little interaction, but I might be wrong. Maybe it is important. Maybe someone else asked about Chelsea. We can ask about Thumb, a very popular attraction, small but charismatic. We can ask about Chuckles, a very accomplished performer, takes a lot of pride in his craft until the guard stops himself. The guard breathes a sigh and continues, "I don't need eyeballs to size up a 1st of May like you. Listen to me, if you think you're going to sport around the lot asking a bunch of questions and expect answers, forget it. These people are in no mood for lot loafers." Now, I originally thought that would be the end of our conversation, but he just says that after a certain number of questions, but carries on answering exactly the same as before. Who else can we ask about? We can ask about Jenny.
So is that the complete answer about Chuckles? If you asked him about Chuckles again, would
Oh,
he actually complete the answer?
I really can't say.
Well, as you say, Andrew Jenny is the one that we really need to know about.
Yeah. So ask how about Andrew. They, whatever it is, bizarre is all I can say. You'd swear they were two different people. And ask Harry about Jenny. Andrew's always considered Jenny a thorn in his side. Of course, Jenny's always trying to keep him on the straight and narrow, which is cherry pie, considering this is the circus life and all. What was the name of the third clown? Does anybody remember?
Like Marvin or Melvin or something?
It was like that, but it had a letter missing, didn't it?
Malcolm. No.
Malcolm, yeah. It's Malcolm instead of Malcolm, I think. Or I don't know. Okay, I think it is COM, MALCOM, but he just says I really can't say. Okay, let's ask about Tina. Well, she's tried various diets, but then Mr. Munrab orders her our roustabout to increase the frequency of her feedings. We can ask about Billy. He used to sell Amway, then he joined on here as a Monday man, which is where he got his name. All that was before Munrab, of course.
Which one is Billy?
Which one's Billy? Yeah.
Billy was the pitch man who sells the Dr. Nostrums and runs the casino, and he's the guy who threw us out of the casino eventually. But his name is Billy Monday. We can ask about the lions. After a moment of tense silence, the guard impulsively tears off his sunglasses and thrusts his head forward into the light. You flinch at the sight of a slashing scar which engulfs both eye sockets. The guard calms back down. Nimrod did this to me. He refuses the whip, unlike Elsie, who is controlled only by the whip. So there's a big clue as to how to deal with the lions, which we didn't need.
Perhaps we could ask him about mice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's ask Harry about Marla. Marla, I used to work with him. You know, you could practically put him to sleep with soft music. That's how he got his name. Along with his mean streak too, of course. In fact, I used to play the violin for him at night after all the towners would go home. That was the old days.
What's the name of the elephant?
Hannibal. Okay, ask Harry about mice. It says, I don't know the word mice. Ask Harry about mouse. I really can't say. Ask about Hannibal. Very funny. Asking someone in my condition to describe an elephant. What's the name of the hypnotist? Rimshaw, isn't it? Ask Harry about Rimshaw. Rimshaw the incomparable. Harumph, don't waste your money. Okay, this is about as much as I could get out of him. I couldn't think of anyone else, but if any one of you can think of someone else to ask about. But what we can do is if we show the case to Harry, it says, not surprisingly, the guard is oblivious to the cigarette case. Now, this is what we did last time, but if we give the case to Harry, it says, while you're still holding the cigarette case, the guard moves his hands gently over it and says, oh, that's Andrew's cigarette case. He's one to steal a smoke now and then. Behind Jenny's back, of course. She'd kill him if she ever found out.
Right then.
Right.
I don't know if any of these other things... Okay. If you give Harry the ribbon, it says, while you're still holding the ribbon, the guard moves his hands gently over it and says, feels like a ribbon to me. What else did we take? Note. Feels like a ransom note to me.
Could we read him the ransom note?
That's a good one. Oh, the sentence isn't one I recognise. That's a shame, because that would be a good thing to do. So yeah, I don't think I don't think we have anything else. Yeah, everything else it just says feels like whatever the object is to me. But I think the cigarette case is the only one that specifically says it's got some like patterned relief on it. So there we go. I think that's as far as I've kind of experimented. I haven't done anything with the cigarette case and Andrew and Jenny, so I suggest we go back and show the case to Andrew.
What did we not do though? Because we did try showing it, giving it all sorts last time. What did
I mean,
do you
the
remember
only thing
what
I can
we
think
missed?
of is that we hadn't had this response from Harry first.
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, I think we just tried throwing everything we've ever found at them. So
Did we look at the cigarette case?
yeah, it's empty.
It is empty, right?
Open case and look in it. Oh. Open case. Look in case. It's empty. Close case. Okay, put ticket in slot. And we're back with all of our stuff. We're in Jenny's boudoir. So we can just try showcase to Jenny.
Do you want to save it first?
Yeah, okay.
Because there might be a dilemma about who or how they react differently now.
Yeah, and also, like, who do we show it to? Do we show it to Jenny? Or do we show it to Andrew? I think we might have to experiment a bit. Oh, showcase to Jenny. As Andrew realizes you know him to be the owner of the cigarette case, his eye gets wide, and then, behind his distinguished exterior, he begins to turn shades of purple.
And?
Give case to Jenny? Ooh! Jenny looks very pensive for a few moments, as the memory of events in which she unknowingly took part slowly dawns upon the hemisphere of her mind. A tear starts to well up in her eye, loads up with mascara, and spills down her cheek. Andrew impulsively snatches the cigarette case from you. Aha! Squeals Jenny, as she seems to recollect more details of Andrew's dirty dealings. And you're supposed to meet later on with your fellow thugs at Katz's trailer, the big brute. Well, you can just forget about it, Andrew. There ensues a hurly-burly struggle between the opposing personalities trapped within the one body. Jenny chases Andrew out of the sideshow amid shrieks of rage which echo down the midway.
And we got 10 points.
Yay!
And we can go upstairs.
And we can go upstairs.
now.
All right. Are we ready for this? It's gonna be a revelatory. It's gonna be obvious what we do next, and truly exciting. Up. With a bizarre twist, the spiral staircase leads up over the wall and then down. Wardrobe closet. You're standing amid a kaleidoscope of his and her garments, a view as if from inside a clothes dryer in mid-cycle. Among the mentionables are a sequin dress safari suit combination and a knitted shawl leather jacket combo. Stairs against the wall lead upwards.
Search everything.
Search clothes. I don't know the word clothes.
Search garments.
You can see a veil in the pocket. We have a veil. You see nothing special about the veil. Okay.
Check the pockets of the leather jacket.
Oops. Okay, the pocket was in the dress, I guess.
If we're in a closet, can we open the closet doors?
I think it's like a walk in or a walk down to. I think the only no, we can only go up to get out. I think that's it. I think we just get a veil.
That was an anticlimax.
I mean, where fail?
You're now wearing the veil. You're now wearing the ribbon.
Where would a veil come in useful? For some form of disguise?
Do they have a belly dancer?
If I go up, you come out of the closet. Haha. We're in Jenny's boudoir.
This game feels a bit like one of those escape rooms where it's like you got to solve one puzzle at a time. And it can get frustrating because you solve one puzzle, you get one piece of information, then you have to go to another. It's
just not clear what the overarching purpose is. The thing that Fish was really good at was that it laid out what you're trying to do, the objects you're trying to find. Even though they're weird, bizarre objects, you still knew what your mission was. Whereas here, I don't know. It's like, are we just
Find the
finding?
girl? Are we just trying to find Chelsea?
I think we're just trying to find Chelsea, or places that Chelsea has been. Like maybe was it her veil that she left behind there? Seems odd.
Is there anything else we can see or find in the boudoir now Andrew, Jenny have gone?
Yeah, I'm just looking. A cozy little drawing room where guests are received. On the gloomy west side of the room, a spiral staircase leads upwards. There's literally nothing here. There's nothing to interact with.
Do we know who Katz is?
Isn't that the lion tamer? What's it? Katzenjammer?
Because that was a hint dropped, wasn't it? That Andrew was going to go to Katz's trailer, so maybe we need to go there.
It was. That's the only. Yeah. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is that maybe it's Tina. Tina's veil. Oh. She's oblivious.
I guess you could show it to Harry.
Yeah. On the mousetrap, you see a cheese morsel. Maybe the elephant likes cheese. I think we can get the cheese separately to the mousetrap.
Yeah, because you found when we did this before, we were chuckling about the fact that the cheese separate from the mousetrap used up more of our inventory than when the cheese was on the mousetrap.
That's true. With its lazy trunk, the bull grasps the cheese morsel and flings it behind itself. Okay, well, we just lost the cheese.
Brilliant.
But that's isn't that a different reaction, though, to other things that we've given to the elephant?
We've only ever given the elephant the water and he sprays it in our face.
Yeah.
We've lost 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I've gone back because we lost the cheese, so I'm redoing it.
Can you examine under the clothes, by the way? Under's always a good one.
Oh, no. I mean, it doesn't recognize.
Look under?
Oh, look under.
Stop trying to look in undergarments.
There's nothing eye-catching under the dress suit combination. There's nothing eye-catching under the shawl jacket combo. Oh, you can take them. I wonder if we're supposed to
Impersonate someone.
either impersonate someone or make a suit out of both of the garments.
Do we have to dress up as Andrew Jenny to go to Katz's trailer?
Well, maybe. Now wearing the dress suit combination. And the veil. And the ribbon.
And the cheese.
Oh, where are we? Oh, we're in the closet.
Do you think Marla is watching us like every time going past in a different outfit? You know, gorilla suit and then
Yeah.
clown mask.
What the actual... Okay. I'm going to save it here. Let's go to Cat then. I'm going to give the veil to Harry. Feels like a veil. Yeah. Yeah. Just standard things.
I mean, it does feel like the cigarette case was the puzzle to do with Harry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose we could ask Harry about cats. Nothing but a glory hog and always just one step ahead of the ASPCA. Okay.
If we wear the dress or the jacket like Andrew, Jenny, and the veil, would that be a good disguise to
That's what we're thinking, yeah.
to get into the gang of thugs?
Ah. Let's knock on the trailer door. Oh. Knock on door. Silence answers back. I wonder if Munrab would speak to us.
We try the skeleton key. Have we still got it?
I don't think it's on me. We did try that before, though.
Yeah, I don't think the key opens any of the. It doesn't open the trailers, only
No.
the cages.
We used the skeleton key on the lockbox outside to get the whip. Well.
But it's a good idea to knock on Munrab's because he pops his head out, so it sees it's us and goes straight back in, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Okay, the curtains are drawn over the window. Knock on window. Silence. Silence. Okay. Let's knock on the white wagon door then. Mr. Munrab pops his head out of the office, scowls at you for a moment, then withdraws, shutting the door. Oh, hang on. No, Flynn.
Okay.
We're playing.
I was wondering if you had any wired headphones I could borrow.
Oh, not now, sweetheart.
Okay.
Sorry, that was Flynn trying to get into my room. stuck.
Did we know which trailer Cats was in then?
Yeah. We just tried knocking on the door.
Yeah, I didn't remember.
Oh, where it was?
Yeah, well, that it was Cats' trailer.
Yeah. The one where we found the whip was Katsunyama's trailer. It's got like a big sign
Right.
over it.
Right, of course.
Yep. I don't think we've got the note on us, have we? Oh no, we do. Nope. Push note under door, not in the least bit helpful. Oh dear. With some of these things, like the mouse trap and the ribbon and the veil now and the clothing, but also the gorilla suit. It feels like when you find them, you think, oh, that this is going to help us progress. This is what we need to do this other thing. But none of these things appear to solve a problem that we have. It's very peculiar. It's a really weird adventure. Most adventures, when you find new things, they solve something. And we've got a whole collection of stuff that we have absolutely no idea what to do with now.
Do you think that they could just be items in the world and that they're not a part of any problem?
No, I think they're important to the game. I mean, I think a few of them might be red herrings, but we have so many of them, they can't all be red herrings.
Well, where else could we go dressed as Andrew Jenny that we haven't tried?
We could we could try putting our ticket under the hoarding again.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it called? Under? No. Just they push it straight back again. We've burnt our bridge there, I guess.
What about trying to listen to the radio more because of the tuning in for details?
Yeah, so if you turn the radio on and read the note. So I initially thought, okay, that top line has got 10 capital letters in it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next one has 8, I think, or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the third one has 6. And then, of course, there's a fourth line, so this throws this out completely. But if we tune radio to 1096, it says you pick up a faint signal, then it drifts into static. The reception is horrible, but we can get the radio. We need to drop the note, drop the print. Oh, what do we actually... Okay. Oh, south, southeast. Oh, and then up. So it's a jumble of static until we go on top of the cage, and then it's a typical noisy hubbub of AM radio. And we can go further up, but it's the same typical noisy hubbub of AM radio.
I mean, that if that was the way to work out a frequency from that note, I mean, that would I mean, that's a terrible puzzle.
I mean, the other thing that occurred to me is it's stay tuned.
No, that's why I said, why don't we go and listen to the radio for a while?
Tuned to what though? Tuned back to the
Well,
classical.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we tuned it to that classical station.
Yeah. And we don't know the frequency, do we?
No.
No.
You can look at Rimshaw. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to think that we're Andrew Jenny just because we're wearing a half dress, half suit either. And a veil. Oh, unless we're supposed to wear a gorilla suit with a veil and go and talk to Marla. Is that? I mean, that's ridiculous. Huh. Get gorilla suit. Wear it.
It give the cheese to Marla. Haven't we already done something with Marla with the Walkman and everything?
Yeah, we did. We did. We can try getting the cheese and giving it to Marla. I'm now wearing a gorilla suit with a veil and a ribbon. Inside Marla's cage. Marla gets up from his doldrums and stares down at you. If apes could laugh, this one would, at the sight of you standing there expectantly in your hairy suit. Instead, the gorilla is bewildered and starts tilting his head slowly to one side. I mean... Marla holds the cheese morsel limply in his massive hand for a moment, then lets it drop. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. This makes no sense.
I was trying to read through the feelies to see if I could see anything. But have we played music for Marla on the radio?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have missed that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what we did. And Marla then... Oh, it wasn't on the radio. We recorded it from the radio onto the Walkman.
Yeah, okay, that's right, yeah.
There's no other, like, radio frequencies in any of the feelies, is there?
No. And the red ribbon is in Dr. Nostradamus's elixir. There's a blonde girl wearing the red ribbon.
Yeah. I think that might be Chelsea.
Yeah, it could be. And then...
Oh, okay. That actually that connects something that I hadn't figured out. When we overhear their conversation, Munrab says to the detective, "Here's a recent photo." Well, here's the most recent picture. Of course, it's not a photo. Here's the most recent picture. And I was wondering, where's the picture? But of course, the picture, what Munrab gave him was the card, was the Dr. Nostrum's card that has a picture of the girl on one side. So that is Chelsea. That is the recent picture of Chelsea. Although, I mean, maybe it's not recent at all. Maybe she's really a teenager. Who knows? But are there any clues on that picture?
When we noticed she was wearing a red ribbon, but apart from
Is
that,
she wearing anything else?
It looks like she's holding some flowers or something.
Flowers.
Yeah, she's got like a blue dress with a lace collar.
Okay, not surprisingly, the ribbon doesn't ring a bell for the detective. Oh. Remove veil. Haplessly, the detective refuses your offer.
Are we still dressed as a gorilla?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, if I say remove suit, the parser's not smart enough to realise that we are only wearing one suit and still asks us whether we mean the dress suit combination or the gorilla suit.
And we picked up all of the things from Andrew Jenny's closet.
Yeah.
Got the jacket and the shawl as well.
Yeah.
Did we try putting that on?
No. We're now wearing the shawl jacket combo. You can't split it or tear it. We can set the trap. We could put the trap back in the prop tent, which is where it was. Was it put there because that's where there's mice?
Right.
So did we set when we picked it up the first time? Did we get injured by the trap? I can't remember.
We did.
Yeah, we were like swearing and stuff, weren't we?
Why don't you give the armed trap to Harry?
Did the trap have the
Oh, that's
cheese
not a
on
terrible
it?
idea. I mean, it's not very nice, but it might get a react. I mean, at this point, I'm looking for any kind of reaction.
Yeah, just to pick up on what I think Woody was about to say was the trap set with the cheese when we found it?
Well, it went off.
So it is finding the trap to trap something or to give us the cheese. Is that the intention?
Indeed, or
Yeah, we don't know.
trying to work out somewhere else to put it, whether there was somewhere more likely to catch something. Or...
So you want to go back to the props tent and put it down and see what happens?
Give trap to Harry. Harry must have smelled a rat since he rejects your offer out of hand, thereby putting a damper on your sadistic glee. Damn it. Can't get Harry to tune the radio. Ask Harry to tune radio. Ask Harry about radio.
Try asking Harry about Gottfried.
Who's Gottfried?
Gottfried was the elephant trainer.
Oh. Is that?
Trainer Gottfried Wilhelm von Katzenjammer.
Oh yeah, that's cat.
Yeah, apparently he draws as much attention as the animals he commands.
Is it GOT or TT?
GOTT
Yeah.
fried.
Yeah, I suspect it's the same as if we ask him about cats, which we've already done, isn't it? Yeah, nothing but a glory hog and always just one step ahead of the ASPCA. Trap is set. The fact that you can set the trap does make me think. Do you know what? The other place to set the mousetrap is under the bleachers.
Where all the rubbish is.
Yeah, where all the rubbish is. We can still get there, right? Under the bleachers. You're standing between the underside of the grandstand and the side wall of the big top. Ground here is strewn with garbage. Place trap. What do you want to place the trap in? Place trap in garbage. Snap! Oh. The mousetrap touches the side of the garbage and does a backflip out of your hands and into the air. Oh. Place trap on ground. It's dropped. Like, what would we place the trap in?
Interesting that placing it in something set it off. So
Yeah.
Is there an area that has food around? Because that's where you'd find mice.
Well, the only place I can think of is where the garbage is under the bleachers. But I don't know how long we need to leave it.
maybe we have to go away so that we're not.
Yeah. Just went and wasted time for a bit and went back and it's still just there. With great care you pick up the loaded mousetrap.
I'm gonna try putting it in back in the props tent where you found it.
Yep. There's the fact that the clown's trailer is off kilter as well. I don't know if that means anything. You can't climb onto it. East is the Katzenjammer trailer.
Can you get under it then if it's off kilter?
Oh yeah, I did try that. Like crawl under trailer. You hit your head against the trailer as you attempt this.
Put the trap under there?
The garishly painted sign hangs over both the door, which is closed, and a window. This is the Katzenjammer, home of Gottfried Wilhelm von Katzenjammer, Katzenjammer of the Big Cats. You can hear the faint scurryings of a rodent somewhere in the tent. I've just gone back into the prop tent. You can hear the faint scurryings of a rodent somewhere in the tent. There's a mousetrap here. On the mousetrap you see a cheese morsel. Okay.
Oh, there's another mouse trap.
No, it's the one that I placed.
Oh.
We're back in the prop tent. I just went south into the trailer area a little bit, just to look around. I'm just, you know, I'm just trying things, but I've gone back into the prop tent after I put the mousetrap down, and it says you can hear the faint scurryings of a rodent somewhere in the tent. So maybe we do just have to wait.
If we assume that the mouse will die if it eats the cheese off of the trap, but what we want is a live mouse to try to scare the elephant, can we use the cheese to catch the mouse some other way?
Hang on. I've just had an idea. Oh, on the mousetrap you see a dead mouse.
Okay, right, fine.
Well, we now have a dead mouse.
Right, to the elephant then, I guess.
The elephant, yep.
Either that or the barbecue.
Okay. Okay. Save. Give mouse to Hannibal. Whoa. The old bromide about elephants being afraid of mice is, in fact, you suddenly recall, based on the big pachyderm's fear of losing their balance by stepping on little squishy things like people or scampering rodents. Hence Gloria Golotov's fearlessness tonight while lying under Hannibal's mighty hoof. Glumly, you poke the dead mouse's cold, soft belly and realise it lacks the pizzazz to get Hannibal to dancing.
So we do need an alive one then. For some reason.
Yes. We need a live mouse. How do we catch a mouse?
Well, we've got the
Cheese down?
cheese.
A bucket? We have a bucket.
Pop the bucket, tie the ribbon to the bucket, put the
Yeah.
cheese onto the bucket.
Yeah, that's it. And it climbs up the ribbon, goes into the bucket to get the cheese, can't get out of the bucket.
Or you know, when you put the bucket upside down and you prop it and you tie the ribbon so you can pull
Yeah,
it.
but then we'd have to be sitting there waiting for it. We'd have to pull something out of the way and wedge it and blah blah blah.
So maybe put the cheese in the bucket.
I think so. I think that is a common. I mean, I've watched YouTube videos of people. There's a whole YouTube of people creating rat traps. No, maybe it's just me. There is.
You watch YouTube videos of people making
Yeah, yeah. They literally catch hundreds of mice or rats, like with these big plagues of them in Australian farms. There's like an arms race.
Well, look, you've got 2 minutes, so crack on.
Right. Okay, I'm going back to before the mouse died. But you were dead right about a dead mouse is no good to us. Okay. So, get cheese. Get bucket. Empty bucket. Get ribbon. Okay, remove ribbon. Tie ribbon to bucket. Not in the least bit helpful. Damn it. Get veil.
Just try the putting the cheese in the bucket and putting that in the prop tent.
Tie veil to bucket. You can't tie a veil to a bucket.
Can you place the veil over the bucket?
Bucket handle. Maybe, that's a shout.
Wouldn't we do that after the mouse is in there?
Well, if the mouse can't get out the bucket, we can just carry it. But yes, put.
Can you even put the cheese in the bucket?
Yeah.
Done. Cheese is in the bucket. Okay.
Let's just try putting the bucket in the tent.
Yeah.
As Monday said, let's just leave it there all week.
Yeah,
then
until next week.
Next week we'll see if there's a mouse in it.
That would be a good cliffhanger that might get people back to watch next week.
Literally no one cares.
There's no good service on the bucket. Okay. Okay, inside the bucket you see a cheese morsel.
We've descended into madness.
Okay, how long do we wait for? There's no message about there being a rustling or anything.
No, I was wondering that. Why before did we get the message about a mouse rustling around, but now we don't?
Okay, so the only other thing I could think of was to leave the cheese on the trap but not set the trap.
Yes, that's true.
Um,
And then put the bucket over it.
yeah, maybe, because otherwise you just come back and the cheese is gone.
Mm.
Aha, you can hear the faint scurryings of a rodent somewhere in the tent. There's a mousetrap here. Over in the corner, a field mouse gnaws timidly at the mousetrap.
Or just take it, catch, or
Just pick the mousetrap up with the mouse on it.
just take the mouse.
By fits and starts, the mouse eludes your hand and makes an exit. Obviously.
Rewind.
Okay, it's back. You can almost hear the tramplings of... I've put the bucket on the mouse. Almost hear the tramplings of the world beating a path to your door as, with a deft swoop of the bucket, you capture the field mouse. It immediately begins treadmilling its tiny front foreclaws against the steely inside of the bucket.
Hooray!
Yeah, but what do we do now?
And 10 points.
Oh, okay.
So take it to Hannibal.
But, okay.
Well, save it as well.
Oh,
Then take it to
okay.
Hannibal.
Oh yeah, we have a bucket with a mouse in it. I thought we'd just like put it upside down on the mouse.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
But no, we actually have it. Okay, well, we can't stop now.
We can't keep a mouse in a bucket for 2 weeks.
No. Yeah, the ASPCC or whatever they are going to have a go at us. Okay. Save. Oh. Yeah. Give mouse to Hannibal. Throw mouse at Hannibal. Throw, not thrown. Throw bucket at Hannibal. What? Your aim is way off. The bucket goes sailing by.
Can you just like set the mouse free?
Or just try going into the where
Empty
Hannibal.
bucket. Okay, the field mouse falls out of it. The mouse hits the ground running and darts out of sight. Okay. The elephant backs us off.
Flipping it.
How do you whiz it?
Why couldn't you take the mouse when you tried to pick it up?
Yeah, you try and pick it up and it runs through your fingers and escapes.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Can we hold on to the other end?
Can we tie the ribbon to the mouse?
Show mouse to Hannibal.
You're not holding it.
Show bucket?
Give bucket to Hannibal. Place bucket in front of Hannibal.
It just throws it. It just gets rid of the bucket. Fling mouse at Hannibal. Throw mouse from bucket.
We haven't tried asking the mouse about the ransom note.
Oh, hang on. You grasp the slick, narrow tail and lift, feeling the rodent's buzzing metabolism vibrate at your fingertips. Oh, we can hold it.
Now we can give it to Hannibal.
Throw mouse at Hannibal.
Just show it to him.
The mouse itself is in a fright. It squirms across the back of your hand and then dangles once again from your grip. Wide-eyed, the bull elephant takes one giant lumbering step backwards. Its massive chains jingle as the bull begins rocking with slow-motion nervousness from side to side. Just give mouse to Hannibal?
Oh, the elephants step back. Can we go in there now?
Or towards a nervous elephant that's rocking backwards and forwards? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's going to like burst through the back of the tent. Give mouse to Hannibal. A humid stream of air from the elephant's trunk blasts your face. The field mouse wriggles from your grip and scurries across the sawdust under Hannibal. Oh, let's just see what happens now. Loudly trumpeting its frustration, Hannibal of the jungle thunders out of the tent, shearing its massive chain with a dull thud. The raging bull stampedes through a fence to the southwest.
And that got us 10 more points.
Okay.
And we have an exit southwest.
Yeah.
Elephant tent. Mindful of where you step, you walk inside the tent. The ground here is covered with matted down sawdust that emits a strong earthy smell. By all evidence, this tent used to house an elephant. So southeast, was it? Oh,
Southwest.
Oh, southwest. Okay, so that's just the elephant tent. There's an elephant-sized hole in the fence to the southwest. So southwest.
Should we have searched the sawdust?
We're at the other side of the white wagon. You're standing on a gentle upslope of the grassy field next to a rather imposing trailer whose door is closed to the east. Attached to the rear of the trailer is a stepladder. In dark panorama, the field continues north and west, and south where a large banner has been erected. There's an elephant-sized hole in the fence to the northeast. For an instant you can hear the treading of light feet on the ground. The figure of Comrade Thumb appears out of the darkness, flailing his small arms and babbling up at you in his native tongue. He then pauses for a moment to think. There didn't used to be a step ladder attached to the rear of the trailer, did there? How come there's now a step ladder there?
We're on the other side of the trailer, aren't we?
But
Yeah.
But it says the door is closed to the east. So we've gone west to pretty much where we were before. We've gone southwest from Menagerie. Look at Thumb. You see nothing extraordinary about him. Suddenly animated again by an idea, the little comrade taps on your foot and points stridently in the direction of the blue room. He then looks around with an air of suspicion, backing cautiously away into the night.
What's the blue room?
That was the gambling den.
Oh.
We climb on top of the trailer now if there's a step ladder.
Trying to grab the ladder, you fumble away the bucket. Fumble away the ribbon, fumble away the veil, fumble away the shawl jacket combo. What else do we need to drop? Okay. You are on the wagon, a condition in which you're not likely to find the detective. The aluminium roofing gives way slightly underfoot. You observe a square aluminium panel and next to it a kind of crank. Below you, the office door swings open and then closed. Okay, folks, that's enough for one day.
Actually did something.
We actually managed to make some progress, and I guess we now have a few things to explore. But it looks like there must be a way into the office now from above. And thank God I don't have to use the ticket on the turnstile every time I go between one area and the other area. That's been driving me nuts. And I no idea what the Tom Thumb Blue Room business is. Maybe that's a reference to something we've actually already done.
Yeah, I wondered that as
be.
well. Whether that was a hint to go there, but we've been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
I don't think we should dismiss it though, because I don't know what else we're supposed to do, and I refuse to believe that we don't need to dress up as Andrew Jenny for something. Like, there's no other reason I can think of that we've got their costume. Maybe we need to put all the things on together and try and go there again.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can, just before we all leave, I can just try... Oh, need to go down. I can just try putting my ticket under the hoarding. Oh yeah, no, we can go in. Disappears under the plywood, and moments later a secret panel in the old slideshow front opens again.
I think we should dress as Andrew Jenny and go in
Well,
next time.
But I mean, Tom Thumb didn't really suggest any of that. We've got no reason to dress as Andrew Jenny. But maybe we'll find something other than just playing blackjack when we go in there next time. All right, well.
This time we'll be able to play poker.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone. Nice. It
Well,
looked like...
you said that you thought we'd get past Andrew Jenny, and we damn well did, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did, and then immediately got totally stuck. Ground to an absolute halt. But we solved the mouse thing. So, nice job. See everybody. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye.
See you soon.
Bye.